Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
From Sanford, Florida, Andréa and Nathan Cook.
There are moments in life that define you. They get to the core of your values. They speak to the essence of your humanity. They answer the seemingly unanswerable questions with simple, profound wisdom. They change you forever. For Andréa and Nathan Cook, such a moment came about 3 weeks after their baby daughter was born. Andréa is diabetic, and her blood sugar had skyrocketed after delivery. She was admitted to the hospital with a condition Nathan didn't recognize. "What does it mean?" he asked the doctor. "It means that your wife could slip into a diabetic coma and die." But the doctor's ultimate prescription didn't sit well with the Cooks. He urged them to give up the 2 children they were fostering and focus on their biological family. The stress of taking care of 3 babies, including 2 with medical challenges, was a contributing factor in Andréa's condition. According to the doctor, it was time for Andréa to be selfish. It was time for her to take care of her own health first. What the doctor didn't understand is that he was telling Andréa and Nathan to give up a part of themselves, to break apart a family they had created with all the love and devotion of birth parents. "My dad passed away a year earlier," recalled Nathan. "I cried harder at the thought of losing the boys than I did then." Today, the boys are 1 and nearly 3 years old. The youngest arrived at the Cooks' home first at 12 weeks old. He was placed with them because of domestic violence and neglect so severe that he no longer cried to have his basic needs met. Thanks to Andréa's tireless advocacy, his undiagnosed medical challenges were finally addressed. It took visiting the doctor 21 times in the first 2 months of parenting and pure force of will to obtain a referral to a specialist. His older brother arrived 4 months ago at the request of their biological mother. The Cooks have developed a positive, respectful working relationship with her. In fact, they believe that supporting and encouraging her to find her own path to positive parenting is ultimately what's best for the boys. That's what drives Andréa and Nathan. They have an unyielding commitment to the boys' safety, well-being, and permanence. This commitment has developed into a broader concern for child welfare. Both Andréa and Nathan are passionate advocates on behalf of foster parenting. Nathan continues to leverage his political expertise to help identify areas in existing child welfare law that require changes to better serve children. He has pushed for legal representation for children. And he was instrumental in developing Florida's first single-issue gubernatorial debate focused on children. It was Father's Day when Nathan's family realized that his own father was close to leaving this world. He had been with hospice for quite a while. Nathan left his father's home that day to take the youngest of the 2 boys home for a nap. Maintaining his regular schedule was proving vital to the young boy's stability. Nathan's father passed soon after he left the house. "I remember thinking for a split second," said Nathan, "that I should have been with my dad. But it was fleeting, because the person who needed me the most at that moment was my son." Nathan's sentiments echo a powerful children's story in which a little boy searches for the answers to 3 of life's most vexing questions. He discovers them by caring for another. Remember then that there is only one important time, and that time is now. The most important one is always the one you are with, and the most important thing to do is do good for the one standing by your side. For these, my dear boy, are the answers to what is most important in this world. Andréa and Nathan, for your keen understanding of what is most important in the world, and for acting on it with remarkable parenting and passionate advocacy, for doing everything in your capacity to strengthen the lives of children in your home and throughout the state of Florida, and for putting aside your own concerns to keep a family together that you dearly love. I am very proud to present you with the Ripple of Hope.